What's up? I'm Takesha LaFay, and this is 10 things I wish I knew before I started trucking. This may sound simple, but I wish I would have known to bring my own towels. I feel like a lot of women gonna be like, ugh, you didn't bring your own towels? Hear me out, okay? When I was trying to get my CDL, I got evicted from my apartment. I went like 3 weeks without a job trying to get my CDL. And by the time I got my CDL, it was time for me to move all of my stuff out of that apartment. I wasn't thinking about towels. I wasn't thinking about nothing but working and trying to get back on my feet. The only thing I was thinking about, this eviction fee to be on my credit report. I was not thinking about towels. And the reason why I said that I wish I would have known to bring my own towels was because I was in a truckers group. It was called Truckers United. I tried to look for it the other day on Facebook, but I couldn't find it. But anyway, one day I randomly got on there, and one of the first statuses were, what do y'all do with the towels at the truck stops? And I distinctly remember, this was like 4 years ago, because I've been driving. I've had my CDL for 4 years now. I remember this one white guy. He had the top of his head was bald, but he had hair like around the perimeter, and it was long. And he had a mustache that was long. You know, he looked like a biker. I'm editing and I said it wrong. I meant to say that he cleaned his boots off with those towels. That's so messed up, because a lot of people like myself at the time, we don't be having money to go and get new towels or fresh towels, and it's just messed up. A lot of people under that post was just saying everything that they do with those towels because they have their own towels. Basically, they was just being shitty about it. I don't touch those towels at the truck stops because I know what it was like to only use those towels because I didn't have money to buy more towels that I already had. They were just in storage. Another reason why I don't touch those towels is because I'm trying to make somebody else's life easier, because the people at the truck stops, they have to clean those bathrooms within a limited amount of time. And if they have to do one less thing fooling with those towels, then so be it. I wish I would have known to bring my own towels. Period. I wish I would have started buying work boots when I started driving trucks. I would have saved my feet from so much agony. When I first started driving trucks, child, I was wearing these Nike shoes that I had worn at Walgreens for 2 years, and I'm gonna post a picture. The picture that I'm thinking about is one with me and my ex-coworker Jacob. I don't miss him, but I remember the Nikes being orange at the bottom. And I remember, I want to say like the day of or maybe the day after I stopped training, the entire bottom of that shoe came off. And I remember my trainer, she went and bought me some more Nikes. And those Nikes, they didn't even last. I want to say like the first few days I was driving, my feet were howling, yelling, screaming. My feet was going through it. And I just wish I would have bought boots. After my second pair of shoes, which were some gray Nikes that my trainer bought me, which, like I said, they did not last, I started wearing these, my Tims. And you see how bad they look? I dogged these out. My feet was going through it. Look at the inside of this shoe. My feet was going through it. I still have the black sole on this one. The black sole is still in this one, but this one is completely gone. After my Tims, I invested in these boots. These are my first pair of boots. And I dogged these out. I had these for a long time, and then after a while, my feet started back yelling, screaming, hollering, doing the work. So I bought my second pair of boots. And as you can see, I dogged these out too. You see that little cut right there? My feet was going through it. You can see the inside of these. I'm talking about just, trucking is hard. Trucking is hard. So after I dogged these out, these are my brand new ones that I just bought. These boots, they last way longer than the Nike shoes that I was wearing at the beginning of my trucking career. I got all of these boots from different Walmarts in the South, and they come in this box. I noticed that these boots aren't really sold in northern states, so that's why I'm saying that these boots are in the South. I remember getting my first pair from West Memphis, Arkansas. I remember getting my second pair from Beaumont, Texas. I just recently stopped somewhere in Alabama. I know it was like an hour away from Saraland. It was in between Saraland and Woodstock, Alabama. So if you're a new or old trucker, please, if you don't have these boots already, they are a lifesaver. Go get them. I wish I would have known that I could have gone through the unemployment office to get my CDL. I did not know that in Mississippi, if you are unemployed, you can go through the unemployment office. They will find you a school and they will pay for you to go to school instead of me going to Roadmaster, getting a loan that I'm literally still paying on 4 years later. That could have saved me a lot of time. Or I could have went to Warner and drove for them for 2 years and the loan would be forgiven, but I wish I would have done the whole going through unemployment route. So if you aren't from Mississippi and you thinking about trucking, please look at your options, because I didn't know it was a lot of different options out there. I wish I would have known how laid back working with different people in trucking can be. Everywhere that I have worked at, it was always this one person who didn't like me, but in trucking, it's a completely different world. The only person that you really have to worry about is your dispatcher. And my trainer told me, do not worry your dispatcher. Your dispatcher can make your life hard or they can make it soft. One time I was in Indiana picking up a load, and when I went in to the shipping and receiving office, I gave them the number that my company gave me and they told me that was the wrong number. I politely went back to my Qualcomm, told them, hey, this is the wrong number, and they sent me the correct number. One of my coworkers, he pulled up directly behind me, and the same thing happened to him, and he was like, I'm finna call my dispatcher. And you don't have to call your dispatcher for every little thing, because dispatchers, they gonna be like, I wonder what inconvenienced this driver today for them to be calling me, versus me, I barely call my dispatcher, and when I do call, they know this must be an emergency or something because she don't call. So don't worry your dispatcher. I wish I would have known like how laid back it can be, but it really depends on where you work at, because some dispatchers, they can be a-holes from the gate. I was just fortunate enough to have some laid back dispatchers. I wish I would have known that shippers be taking their ass mammy time loading or unloading. And knowing what I know now, I wish that trucking companies would put in the pre-plan, hey, this shipper takes a long time to load or unload. But I think they don't put that because obviously truckers would deny or reject that load. For example, it's a shipper in Port Allen, Louisiana. They make oil, like oil for your car, castor oil. Yeah, as truckers, we should Google some of these places to look at the reviews, but there's no way in hell a shipper should take a whole 10 hours or more to load a trailer. There's just no way in hell. That's too much. And these trucking companies, they be having a long-standing relationship with these shippers, and they be knowing that these shippers take too fucking long. I wish I would have known about super racist areas in America. Well, majority of all America is racist, but I wish it was like a page or a book or something to let black truckers know, hey, this place is racist. I recently bought a book and it was basically talking about sundown towns and where to travel to and where not to travel to. I can't find the book, but it's green, and I feel like we need to update it, because it's still places that are considered sundown towns. I remember I went to Harrison, Arkansas. It was like the height of the pandemic, and I feel like white people watching this, they probably gonna feel like I'm racist, but I don't care. You know, if you black, you know. If you know, you know. Going into certain towns, it just feels racist. I'm still editing, and I just wanted to hop in and say that you can literally, well, not you, but I I can literally feel racism. It's like it just be in the air or something when I go to certain towns. But yeah, that's all I wanted to add. Continue. When I went there, I was picking up water, and I remember the person that's shipping and receiving, the exchange was just weird. It's like, I don't know, he wasn't used to black people or something. It was just weird. And then I went to a Dollar General that was right around the corner from it looking for Lysol. It wasn't nothing but white people in there. It's very uncomfortable being in predominantly white areas and you look up and you're the only black person in the store. Anything can happen. So I wish trucking companies would stop sending black truckers to predominantly white areas, because you just never know what may happen. I wish I would have known about the food choices on the road. They are trash. Like, I'm so tired of McDonald's, Subway. I don't even fuck with Hardee's, Carl's Jr.'s. I can't lie, I was fooling with Arby's for a minute, but they tore my stomach up. I'm tired of Popeyes. I don't even trust the food that they be making at the Petros. They be looking like they don't even want to be there. I like Country Pride. I'm tired of Denny's. I'm tired of all that. It's trash. I remember one time I called myself trying to lose weight, and I must have ran out of fruit. I started eating the fruit from the truck stops, and I stopped losing weight when I started eating the fruits from the truck stops. Man, ain't none of this shit healthy on the road. None of this food on the road is healthy. It is trash. I wish I would have known that before I got in the truck. I wish I would have known how much I would miss sitting down in a tub. Since I've been trucking for the last 4 years, I swear it feels like I'm back in college and I'm only taking showers. Like, our skin is an organ. Our skin is one big organ, and we need to submerge our skin in water, every now and then. We might be dehydrated and don't even know it, and taking a bath will probably hydrate you. You just never know. I didn't realize how much I would miss my bathroom. I didn't, if I knew then what I know now. So I knew before I got into trucking how disgusting trucking is. I remember when I was 21 and I was talking to a guy, he was like, you should go and get your CDL. You don't have any kids and you could just be free as a bird. And I'm like, ew, no, I don't want to be no trucker. They nasty. I just be eating my own words up. But anyway, I got tired of hiking my ass up in between the truck and the trailer, and I was like, I'm a grown ass woman. I gotta do something. So I went to Walmart and I bought a porta potty. I don't even know if we could have porta potties in the truck. I wonder, is it illegal to have a certain amount of waste, bodily fluids in the truck? I never thought about that. Yeah, before I started trucking, I really wish I would have bought a porta potty from the gate. It would have saved a lot of bathroom trip in the middle of the night trying to run into a truck stop and get my life together. I wish I would have known how time consuming trucking is before I started trucking. When I first started trucking, I was a party girl. I remember it got to the point where people was inboxing me like, hey, what a party. They'll be like, what's the move? And slowly but surely, my company would have me out somewhere talking about we can't get you back home this weekend. You gotta wait until Monday. And I'm like, what the hell? I can't lie, trucking made me grow up. Trucking made me realize, like, I can't make it to every event. I can't be there for people the way that I want to. I can't do a lot of things. But trucking has also made me realize that not everything is about working yourself to the ground. What's the point of working and I'm barely seeing my family and my mental health is shattered? I probably wouldn't be trucking if I knew then what I know now. Trucking is very unpredictable and time consuming, and if I would have known half of everything I just said, I probably wouldn't have gone into trucking. I'm not trying to scare nobody. Everything has its pros and cons. So yeah, that's all. Those are the 10 things that I wish I knew before I started trucking. Let me know in the comments if y'all want me to do 10 more, and I'm gonna be dropping more trucking videos. Like, subscribe, share, follow me on my other platforms, and thanks for watching.